This dude wrote a letter complaining about the owner, not his boss, the owner. I could see, let's say he had a problem with Chris Greer, the general manager. Write a letter to Stephen Ross complaining about your boss. No problem. But the owner, you're writing his underlings that, hey man, the owner's asked me to do something I don't want to do, and I put this in writing. He's like, I'm putting together a paper trail of what I think is unethical behavior from ownership. I don't blame Stephen Ross for firing him. If me, the old me, I would have slapped him and then fired him. Just like, are you really this stupid? Obviously, your parents did not whoop your butt well enough, so let me do it to you as a grown man. You don't snitch on the owner. You don't snitch on the guy paying you millions of dollars for one of the most coveted jobs in all of sports. If there's some rear ends worthy of being kissed, and the guy that gives you that job, particularly when it's your first time, you haven't had a bunch of success. If he had won Super Bowl, if he were Mike Tomlin and had a bit of an attitude with Stephen Ross, I'd get it. Like, Tomlin's got some credentials. This guy has none. He has no humility. And again, that's this victim entitlement mentality undermines your humility. You think there's a debt owed to you, and it's blown up in Brian Flores' face, and the reality is it's going to impact other black coaches.
You know, Thomas Sowell has called this the philosophy of grievance. In other words, it's the monetization of victimhood. And he's pushed into it. I remember Brian Flores months ago when this first came out. He was on one of those shows where he did an interview alongside his lawyer. And I'll be honest with you, it did not look like he even knew what his own case was. He looked like Pinocchio with Geppetto by his side. I mean, he was such a puppet. And as I'm watching clips of this, I said to myself, Brian Flores is being used here. He is being used as a vessel, an empty one at that. And I'm not even so sure what he knows, what he's angry about. But the bottom line is that you're right about that. I mean, let's go back to Jimmy Johnson. After their second Super Bowl in 1993, he did not get along with Jerry Jones. Now, you could cast blame and say that Jerry Jones made the wrong decision in jettisoning what was the best coach in the National Football League. But like you said, he owns the team. He is the boss. He's the one that cuts the paycheck, and with that comes a certain privilege.